Civil rights leader Jesse Jackson endorsed Republican Fioretti for Cook County State's Attorney. What just happened? The Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr. said Bob Fioretti championed our community for many years as an advocate, a civil rights lawyer, an alderman, and a friend. Fioretti faced Democrat Eileen O'Neill Burke in the election by the Sun-Times' Caitlin Washburn. Fioretti did not win. Alderman Bill Conway, 34th Ward, received the 2024 Community Service Award from the Hispanic Lawyers of Illinois in recognition of his work helping new arrivals gain their footing in Chicago. In the past year, Conway hosted 6 free legal aid clinics where volunteer lawyers and translators helped asylum seekers fill out documents related to temporary protected status, work authorization, and other government services. Who were the major contributors to Brandon Johnson's campaign? Here is the list of what we know about. Looks cut and dry to me after surging from the bottom of the polls.
No one is surprised.
This is the mayor's way of blocking citizens from being seen at public speaking, compared to their view.
On Sims. Morning committee. So I think everybody can breathe a little easier this morning. Well, the American people can breathe a little easier this morning, knowing that hopefully the direction in our country will swiftly change, surely. But let's address the budget. So there's a healthcare service called Favorite Staffing that cleaned up during this migrant crisis to the tune of maybe $100 million or better. But I had this, so when I was examining it, I was like, it was 13,000 immigrants or so-called immigrants, but illegals here. And that bill was $57 million. Now there's 47,200 and something illegals in the city. Brandon Johnson just shut down, 3 shelters. And now he's saying that if illegals do return back to the city, they will not be housed. However, Byron C. Joe Lopez has made sure that they'll be housed by housing the illegals over the Americans. So hence the homeless Americans still in the room. Right, Byron C. Joe? But it says that this, y'all cleaned up also. The 27th Ward and the 25th Ward. The 27th Ward hosted the most shelters. The 25th Ward hosted the largest shelter. And I'm sure that state, federal, and city funding was being funneled through there? Says the homeless American still standing in the room. And we budget these things, like the coordinated entry, like the HMIS, all of these things that are supposed to make getting housing in the city of Chicago more efficient. Americans, y'all pay it out y'all tax dollars. Everybody pay a little bit into it. Hence, the homeless American standing in a room at the mic once again. And I stood at this mic and addressed the mayor. And I asked, how much would it cost to budget a small war against a citizen? To hinder his life so much so, to take his children away from him, to take his finance away from him. How much would that cost? But we have a budget of $16.4 billion to deal with it, work in. And if I was measly and vindictive, I would surely, hey, we got a little bit to stretch. That's why we're in a shortfall of $1 billion, huh? More than $1 billion. That's why Pedro Martinez chose to take the back door and try to get on the kids, huh? Let's see the $1 billion, the 2 prisons that's being built outside of Springfield. All of these things everyone in this room is aware of.
How y'all doing today? I'm Kimberly Saunders. I'm the deputy of the 27th Ward. I'm born and raised in Chicago. I've been a Republican before Trump ran. My uncle is one of the wealthiest African-American women that got the first home in the Burr Ridge area and told me, vote not for you guys, but for my household. So back then, I knew 10 years ago before Trump came that the Democratic Party has been playing. They have taken property from my grandmother. They have did different things. So what I have did is when it got up with my Italian and Greeks who really run the city, because all y'all they puppets, and they have appointed me a development. So now I'm a developer. So the last time I was here, I was asking you guys, what's going on in Inglewood, because it looks like the projects. When I ride up Halsted, there's no reason why it should look like that. But then I realized we got all these aldermen in that area that has been misappropriated funds, giving property to their friends, and now guess what? God is revealing and healing. So I had just recently had brain surgery, had a 9mm tumor. So the neurosurgeon at Northwestern said, y'all better be careful. So I'm trying to find more about this Trouble Building Initiative Fund. Wintrust has gave me a line of credit. And if y'all know Wintrust, that is a bank that only deals with people that do the right things. So I'm one of their top business people. They have gave me a line of credit to buy property. What I'm trying to do is bridge this gap because I want to build affordable homes to be bought. Like she said, I'm not trying to do affordable housing. I want to build affordable homes in Inglewood and not the projects. And if I did do the projects, it would be affordable. But I need you guys to help me because I don't know none of y'all names. It's not that important for me to know because I know the money is not in this room. So I'm asking y'all because they told me it was a meeting. I just stopped my day. I want to know, how do I get in the TBI program? Because if Wintrust giving me, I'm not going to disclose the money to buy the property. I would like to get the property because I know some investors that are not from Chicago that let me know that y'all been giving them property. So why is it that they get the property? And it's people like me, I guess because I wasn't on the team of getting no grant money. I never got a grant. I never got anything. I was a part of affordable housing where I sued CHA and won. They didn't pay these people, they $90,000. That's another thing. I sued CPS and won because they was cutting and pasting my kids' IEPs. With that being said, I got a lot of tea that I can share, but I want to know more about the TBI, and these programs need to be more aware for people like myself that I'm willing to sell a newly developed home in Inglewood for $200,000, leave the equity in there for a person to buy it, and that's how we can build generational wealth. We don't have to stick everybody with the low income, the grant. We need to start creating wealth. It's no reason for people to be homeless. Y'all need to stop stealing all this money for y'all cousins and them that's selling drugs, killing people. It's y'all people, because I ain't got one blood family member that ever was in a gang. Have a nice day.
Ms. Easley, followed by Mr. Blakemore.
Mr. Chairman, members of the City Council, City of Chicago, I am P. Ray, and I am here wearing my sparkly MAGA hat with my Trump sweater on straight from the 37th Ward, because last night my president won, okay? We told y'all this was gonna happen. We told y'all the president lost the state of Illinois by 223,000 votes. We all know that that is not a lot of people, which means that it is time for us to progress. And I have a solution for everybody. We are in the budget meeting. Because President Trump won last night, he stated that mass deportations are going to start January 21st, 2025. So we're asking for you to take all line items for migrants out the budget. They're on their way home. They're about to go. We don't have to budget for any more food, any more shelters, any more health care, any more anything for them, because President Trump is about to bring the buses and they're going to go back out the city of Chicago. I ask you to please, I know I'm saying this, but I'm dead serious. We have to redo the budget because now we are under a new policy. There is no reason for us to be trying to plan for the permanence of these people at all. When I say these people, I mean the migrants, the ones who came to our country illegally. They're about to go home. We don't have to dedicate any more conversation to them, any more time, any more energy, any more money. Please go back through the budget and take a pen and cross out every single thing that was pertaining to them so that we can give it to agencies like ADAS McKinley that's actually helping the American people. And then people won't have to worry about budget cuts. People won't be so angry. The property taxes won't be so high because we are about to get rid of a huge invoice for the city of Chicago. And I'm very excited about it. I also ask you guys to please temporarily suspend the sanctuary city ordinance so that the Chicago Police Department can work in tandem with the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Services as they work to get this plan underway. The main thing when we called ICE live on my show, Black Excellence Hour, they said that the reason that they are not here is because the sanctuary city prevents CPD from working with them. So if that's what's going to prevent this action from happening in the city of Chicago, then procedurally, we are asking for you to temporarily, if you want to, suspend the sanctuary ordinance so that the Chicago Police Department can work with the federal government to push the policies of President Trump. Last night, the citizens of Illinois came out and showed the world that we are MAGA, like Jussie said, this MAGA country. And we're going to work with our president to push this agenda. And that starts by 1, suspending the sanctuary ordinance so that CPD can work with ICE, and 2, eliminating all migrant funding from the budget.
Thank you.
Black woman. And oh, you just lovely. And you spoke so eloquent. Did you know what's wrong? All of these black faces in high places are selling black people out. We're not gonna get on the Mexicans now. We're not gonna get on the Chinese now. We're not gonna get on the whites now. We're gonna get on the black. One time that young man said, "You're always talking about the blacks, saying something evil about the black. But it's something wrong with them. It's something wrong with them. And maybe it's something wrong with us that we elected them. Who would vote for sanctuary? Which one of you blacks would do that? Okay, Jeanette Taylor. Okay, Hall. Call their name. All right, right over here. Look at Bevan in that 8th ward. I'm getting too excited now. These black faces are the sellout and your mama low down people. I'm not talking about this white man here. I'm not talking about the Chinese. I'm not talking about these white folks. I'm talking about these house ends. That's who I'm talking about. And it's not only here, it's a cesspool. They recycle from the county. But not only the Chicago police, ICE needs to work with them, but they need to work with Cook County Sheriff. Fred Winkle said, when they lock them up, do not call ICE. And also when they get in the hospital and trying to get medical care and service, call the police and drag them out and fly them right back where they came from. It's something evil here. It's something un-American here. It's something black here. And these blacks, I love all of y'all. Maybe y'all don't know better. That's why you don't do better. Maybe you're sellout. You're and your mom. What's your background? Didn't you hear how that young lady was speaking? She's black. Then you see, I've never heard y'all speak eloquent like that. Why? Because you don't have nothing going on. You're empty boxes up here. And they're using you. But I think they have used you up because we're going to go red and we're going to have red black people sitting down here. Go red! Go red! Anytime you're going red, let's go black. It's because that's where it's at.
Thank you very much. Winning the popular vote was very nice, I will tell you.